Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Heroes of the Storm A to Z. Once again, my name is Conman, and today we are going to be checking out a different warrior after that unfortunate Sonya debacle. We're going into one of my favorites, although he doesn't get enough play in my personal opinion. It's Stitches. Stitches want to play. So, what's the deal with Stitches? Stitches is a warrior. He's not necessarily a kind of main tanky. He doesn't have a whole lot of CC. He has a hook. We'll talk about the hook. That's where his main. He's kind of a playmaking bruiser-ish warrior. He's got a crap ton of health. Is where he is. Depending on how you build him out, and you can build him out for some damage. You can build him out for health and survivability, and just take a massive amount of punishment. Stitch's gameplay is going to revolve around hooks. Can you land the hooks? Can you land them consistently? Can your team follow up on the hooks that you land? That's really what Stitch's game is all about. You're going to want to pick people off, get them out of position, make their day poor for them, and you got to hook the right people as well. So that's the other part of it. Let's take a look at Stitch's. As you see in the character screen, I mean, look at all that health. 65, almost 6,600 health at level 20, and that could be increased by talents. So he's got a crap ton of health. He can take some punishment. You know, he's got a big body. He's great for body blocking stuff, and you know, just to get in their way and prevent people from walking where they need to. So it's really good. He's got a lot of regen. Not so much on the single target damage. You know, just straight auto attacks, less than an attack per second. It's kind of on the lackluster side, but that's really not what Stitches is all about. What is Stitches all about? Well, his trait is Vile Gas. Whenever he gets hurt, Stitches will emit a gas cloud, and it's a 3-second cooldown on this, so it doesn't go consistently, but Stitches will emit a gas cloud that poisons nearby enemies for 158 over 3 seconds. So anytime somebody's like up in your face, anytime they poke you, you do some damage. Like let's do the usual, let's play with the mercs. There you go, you saw that little, you see all their poison now, and they're taking ticking damage, and the cooldown on that will continually refresh. So notice, like, not that I recommend this, but notice these mercs are basically dying, and I'm not even attacking them. I'm just standing here. You know, if I had enough health or I had enough heals, they would eventually kill themselves just on by attacking me. So you know, it could add up over time. You know, when you're actually getting healed and you've actually got some support, you know, that adds up. It helps you kill minions. It really, you know, that'll help prevent somebody like Valera or Nova or Zeratul from re-stealthing right away. So it can be very useful, and there are some talents that you can use to increase the damage about that. So you know, you can potentially be a big source of your damage output. He's got no armor otherwise. I think one of the patch notes very recently, they actually increased the health of Stitches, and the patch notes read something like, Stitches doesn't need any armor, he just has health. Something I missed. Paraphrasing there, it's not the exact quote, but it was that's the phrase, that's the mindset of what it was, and I got a kick out of that. So and it's true, he's got a lot of health. He's got a lot of health from level 1, so that's kind of where he's at. Let's look at his abilities. So his first one is Hook. Long reach, skill shot cooldown, 16 seconds on this. This is why the hook play is going to be very important, to be able to land these on a consistent basis. Pull the first enemy hit towards Stitches. You will temporarily stun them, so you can pull them out of spells and stop channels, and you'll hit them. You'll deal 200 damage. The damage is negligible. The stun's nice. It's nice to be able to you know, stun somebody in a pinch. But here's the beauty of it. Boom. Now this enemy is all the way over here. Imagine for a second, hypothetical, you're fighting over here, this is your team behind you, okay, everyone's great. This is like an enemy, you know, whatever enemy that you're looking to get. Somebody nice and squishy, somebody in low health, you go boom, they come over here, now your team jumps on this, and this is a dead hero. You get a pick, now it's a 4-on-5 fight, and you're in a better position. So that's why the hook is huge. You can hook through terrain. Let's watch this, let's see what I can do here. I don't think I'm going to be able to reach from here. Like, I can pull Arthas. If I get right over here, I might have just enough to nab him. Nope, I can pull this minion, though. There you go, there's the minion. So you can hook through walls. You can hide in bushes and get hooks like that. The enemy definitely, if they're any good, they have to respect. If you start landing these early, they have to respect the hook play. They have to know it's coming, and they've got to kind of play around it and try to bait that out on you. Also, what he's got baseline now is what's here called a Helping Hand hook. This will, I mean, it shares a cooldown with main hook. Like if I use Helping Hand, I don't know if you can see me doing it. I'm actually going to, just to show you, I'm going to click this. It will still pull an enemy if it gets them. It will still pull an enemy against them, but what you can use it for is actually pulling a teammate. So if I use Helping Hand, I can pull my teammate. That didn't quite work out the way it was supposed to. I might have to go use it on Malfurion. Let's go use it on Malfurion. Hello, friend. There he goes. Pull Malfurion over here. So, pull the first ally or enemy hit toward you, so it can pull the ally over here. Enemies are temporarily stunned and take 208. So they still, basically, it's hook. But the thing is, you can pull this to pull your ally out of some danger, and if you hit your ally, the cooldown is cut in half. So, you know, if you're, you know, running away and your ally's in a pinch, you just be like, alright, I'm going to pull you over here. Hello, friend, you know, come back to me, and you'll save their ass. So that's Helping Hand. Not used quite as often, although it can be very effective as well. You tend to be out in front of people as Stitches, but, you know, if the situation arises where you need to pull somebody out of danger or something like that, Helping Hand is fantastic. You can do it if they're stunned, it'll just grab them and yank them there, and it's a half cooldown, so then it'll be up in 8 seconds. Next ability is Slam. 8-second cooldown on this. You deal some damage to enemies within the target area. Pretty straightforward. You're gonna get some abilities. You can talent this to make it, you know, do some more damage, make the arc wider. But it's just straightforward. Just a slam. Here you go. Damage. Thank you very much. Lastly, we have Devour. You deal a big chunk of damage to non-heroic units, or a smaller amount to heroes. This one actually, unlike most abilities, this one actually does less damage to heroes. We'll see what it looks like here. You do this to hero. Great. You do it to this guy, does a whole bunch, but I think the real beauty is restores 20% of Stitch's maximum health. So this is a big, you know, sustain tool for Stitches. You can use this to kind of like, you know, pick off a minion really quickly. Okay, so I'm going to get hit. Alright, thanks very much, and now I'm back to full. Now this is a 20-second cooldown, so you want to make sure that you use this at the right time. It will take a while to come back. I mean, you can use this in the middle of a fight on a hero, maybe to get the kill, maybe just to keep yourself alive. There are some talents that can improve this and kind of lower the cooldown. There's some couple of ways to go, but you're going to want to use this if your health is low. It's going to keep you in the game. Let's take a peek at his ultimates. His ult's at 20 change in the patch, so I may kind of gloss over those. Well, let's take a look at what he's got right now. We'll just skip over here, pick whatever. First off, he's got Gorge. Gorge is the fun one that you see a lot. You know, this makes for the fun clips. So Gorge, consume an enemy hero, trapping them for 4 seconds. When Gorge ends, the enemy hero gets spit out, they take some damage. So basically, they're put in a stasis, but you eat them. So it looks like this. Hello, then I can move them over here, and they get spit out. You can basically, if you time it right, hook someone and then immediately gorge them. So why would you want to gorge them? There are a couple of ways. I mean, if you're in a team fight, maybe you just really need to isolate their healer, because you can still do other stuff while this is going on. If I eat this person, I can still hook, I can still slam. I mean, I can still do whatever I need to do. It's like maybe I just really need to isolate somebody for 4 seconds. You know, a healer or a damage dealer. Maybe, you know, take their tank out of the fight for 4 seconds. You can use it for that. If you get, maybe you'll get a long range hook. Maybe you'll get a long range hook, and you'll gorge them, and then you walk them back to your team. Suddenly, here you go, boom. Now he leashed because that's the target dummy, but now you've got this hero who's in all of your things. What I've seen before, if in the early game especially, if somebody's really not paying attention, you know, you kind of stand like right here, you reach out, you grab the hook, and then you walk them back inside, and now they're under all this tower fire, and you pretty much, unless they can escape somehow, you get a free kill. So enemies got to be careful about that. So that's a fun thing to do. There are a lot of ways you can utilize that. I've played around with it on, say, Towers of Doom, where you hook somebody and then you bring them into like the dead zone, and then they die instantly. So that's pretty fun as well. There are a lot of ways you can do it. Just get somebody out of there. The other ability is Putrid Bile. Admit Bile that deals 88 damage per second to enemies within it. Slows them down. Stitches gains 20% movement speed while casting it. So it looks something like this. Alright, so let's look at his movement speed right here. Basically, he farts, and then he does something like this, and he gets away. So this has got a couple, and it lasts a long time. So this has got a couple of uses. For starters, if Stitches is in trouble, he can just fire this off and get away. Because not only does he get a speed boost, he's going to, you know, hurt anybody who's in this, and it's going to slow them down. It's going to allow Stitches, or maybe your team as well, to escape. Two, you can use this as an engage tool. if you kind of, if your team is about to engage, you can kind of run into them and run around them in a circle and do a whole bunch of damage. They're going to take some damage to start off, and then they're going to be slowed, and then hopefully that will allow your team to kind of follow up. So you can use it like that. I tend to use it more defensively than offensively, but it does have more than one use. Only a 60-second cooldown on that. So, for me personally, when I play Stitches, there are really one of two ways that I build him out. I'll either build him out for damage, which I do more often these days, or I'll build him out just to live like damn near forever. So there are a couple of ways to do it. Let's look at his level 1 talents that I like to do. First off, if I want to go damage, Heavy Slam increases the slam damage by 50%. So that's kind of straightforward. If I want to live forever, you've got Hungry for More. Well, there's two. Dampen Magic gives you your regular spell armor. It's level 1. Every 8 seconds, gain 50 spell armor against the next enemy ability and subsequent abilities for 1.5 seconds, reducing their damage taken by 50%. So lots of ability damage. Dampen Magic is a hot choice at level 1. Otherwise, Hungry for More. Gather a Regen Globe increases your maximum health by 30 up to 900. Let's look at that. If I complete this quest, I mean that's a crazy amount of health. I mean, I'm at level 22 now, but even if I wasn't, I would still be at like over 7,000. It's way much. And at level 1, you also get 30 globes, increases your base movement speed, so that's pretty nice too. It does take a lot of globes to fill up, so if you're going to take this, you're going to want to be on a map that's going to have a lot of globes for you to pick up, whether it's mercs or camps or whatever it is. Mercs and camps, I guess, are the same thing. Lots of minions, three lanes you can kind of cycle up and down. You're gonna rely on those globes to skill this up. 30 is quite a lot, so consider that. Level 4. Amplified Healing. You want to live forever. Amplified Healing. Increase regeneration effects on all healing received by 30%. Let's take a look at that for a second. Let's go and play with these mercs again. Now, again, I've got a crap ton of health because I've got 8,000 health, which is quite a lot. Now this already restores 20% of my maximum health. Well, let's just look at this for a second. Okay, so I'm at 3,000. Okay, taking some damage. Look how long this is taking at that boat. 2,500. Okay, use it. Boom. Huge increase. Use it on a hero. Boom. Huge increase. Like, I mean, you're not gonna get 2 bites in a row like that, but it's a big pop up for you. Plus, any healing globes is gonna help you out, and your regen is gonna be increased there. I'm not sure if that increases your regen or not. Let's find out. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. See, there we go.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
Yes, it does. Okay, so I'm not wrong. I thought I remember increasing the regen. So increases your health regen. It's gonna, all healing effects, any support you're gonna get, any heals that some support tosses you, it's gonna keep you alive a little bit longer. I think I've talked enough about that. You get the idea as I stutter through it. Alternatively, here's the really good one here. Let's do Heavy Slam. So now Heavy Slam is gonna do more damage. Putrid Ground. Enemies hit by Slam are infected with your vile gas. This is great for now. That's not a whole lot of damage here, but imagine you just mentioned this was a pack of minions. Let's refresh forts here. We'll toggle the minions. We'll wait for those boys to come out. Let's take a look. There we go. They're all infected. That could be a thing full of heroes. That's going to add up over time. Plus, what you can do here, Toxic Gas increases Vile Gas's radius and damage. Okay, so now it's just going to do more damage over time. It's going to add up, especially if you're hitting a whole lot of targets with your Slam. Tenderizer is interesting too. Basic attacks can slow enemy movement speed. Excuse me, by 25% for 1.5 seconds. So at 10, we're gonna look at, you gotta play your ults by ear. What do you want to do? Do you want to gorge somebody? Or are you gonna try to make plays? Can you land your hooks consistently? Cannot be used on massive heroes. What that means is you're not able to gorge somebody who's in the dragon or the garden terror. I think that's what that means. You can't hook those, or you can't gorge those. But anyone else is pretty much fair game. Are you gonna want to use this as an escape? Do you need Putrid Bile? It could be interesting. That could be a way to go as well. Level 13, Mega Smash increases the range. Here we go. Huge smash, all the smash. Like you will hit a lot of people with this. This goes pretty far. You'll be able to do work with this. Alternatively, Fleabag's good. When Stitches is stunned or rooted, his basic ability cooldowns are reduced by 6 seconds. So somebody pops Stitches with a stun, lowers the cooldown across the board. I mean, that's really going to basically make Slam be up back again, lower Devour, it'll lower Hook. It's great. Alternatively, if you want to go a lot of damage, interesting choice is Indigestion. When you use Devour, you also create a Retchling. It's just extra damage. It's just something if you pop on somebody, it'll chase them down. I don't know what the overall damage output on that Retchling is. I don't know if it's worth it to take. If I'm going damage build, I kind of like Mega Smash just to make sure I hit as many things as possible. So here we go. 16, couple of interesting choices. Pulverize. Decreases the slam cooldown by 2 seconds. It's already 8, so that'll be up more often. And it slows enemies by 75% for a second, so that's pretty nice. I like that a lot. Fishing Hook increases the range of hooks. Super god hooks are amazing. Shish Kebab is potentially interesting, depending on your team. Do you want to... Hook can pull up to 2 targets. Do you want to pull 2 targets? I mean, that's part of the appeal of Hook, is you separate your, an enemy from their team. Do you want to do that and keep them with 2 people? I don't know if you do or not. I like Fishing Hook, because that applies to Helping Hand as well. So I'm a big fan of either Pulverize or Fishing Hook, just on a personal level. Level 20. These are interesting because they're getting, as of this recording, the PTR is out, and these have been changed. Bolt of the Storm is not going to be available anymore. I would normally say take Bolt of the Storm. It's really good. It's not going to be available anymore because this is going to, but it's not there. So now, Hardened Shield, I think they kept that the same. Activate 75 armor for 4 seconds, so that's nice. I like that. This has changed a little bit, so you can sort of teleport with Gorge now if you Gorge the first person. So what this allows you, Gorge can be repeatedly cast. So what that means is if you have a whole bunch of heroes, you could potentially Gorge the entire team all at once, which is kind of funny. What you can do now, if you Gorge the first person, you can sort of teleport a little bit, so like you'll have a little bit of range, and if you use it, it will instantly like port you to where that person is and allow you to Gorge them too. So it's kind of a funny ability. I'm not sure how that works or how that really plays out. I only mess around with it kind of in try mode. It's funny. They did change Regenerative Bile too. I think they lost the movement speed, and they got rid of the heal. They increased the length of it. It lasts a bit longer now. I don't have the notes in front of me off the top of my head. Let me see if I can do it. Do I still have it up? Actually, I might still have this up. I might be a liar. Let's take a quick peek here as I alt tab on another monitor. How about that? What did they change? Here we go. Stitches. We do. So they get rid of Bolt of the Storm. Regenerative Bile level 20. They rechanged the name. The healing and movement speed bonuses have been removed. The duration is increased from 2 to 6 seconds, and now it increases the slow effect from 35 to 45%. So no healing, which was tough because that gave Stitches a lot of self-sustain. But it makes enemies a lot slower, and the bile lasts longer. So okay, there you go. Hungry Stitches is the Gorge. The damage bonus that you get right now is removed. The added functionality is while Gorge is active, has increased range, so it's not super long range, but it's longer than melee range, and can be repeatedly recast until the first target is expelled. Gorging a target outside of melee range will teleport you there. And then also at level 20, on the PTR, there's a new talent called Cannibalize. Basic attacks against enemy heroes will heal you for 5% of your maximum health. So that's also something that you would take, and maybe instead of Bolt of the Storm. So that's Stitches in a nutshell. Who do you want to combo Stitches with? You want to combo, I would ideally combo Stitches with a good healer, like a solid healer. Somebody who's going to be able to, Uther would be great. He's got armor. He'd be able to keep you alive pretty long. Tyrande maybe, I don't know. Since her rework, I don't know how that plays into it, Stitches. A main tank would be good too, just for the extra CC. Somebody, you would like a composition who's going to be able to follow up on your hooks. I mean, if you hook somebody and your team can't do anything about it, that enemy's just going to run away, and then that's kind of all she wrote. What do you look out for with Stitches? You don't have a lot of mobility. Stuns are stuns are a problem for you. Roots can be troublesome. You really have no mobility. Your survivability is all about your health, all about staying alive, just taking a lot of punishment. Tracer can run circles through you. Like, she's going to be able to, she's going to outrange you. All you can do is maybe hit her with Slam, and that's it. So Tracer's going to give you some trouble. Somebody with a lot of stuns, you combo with Uther will hit you hit you like that. Anyone who's going to be able to sneak up on you, range is going to be tough if you can't pull them in there. Anyone who's going to be able to dodge your hook, For a lot of people, if you can bring them in range, they're in trouble. But if you miss the hook or they dodge it, you're kind of just SOL for a while. Especially at range. You know, if Nova gets the pop on you, like, what do? You can kind of walk toward her and chase her away, but she's going to be able to slowly pick you off, so you do have to be careful. So, there we go. Let's take a look. Let's see what we can do. Maybe we can get some lucky and land some hooks. Maybe we'll get like a Cursed Hollow and I can hook people from who were taking the Shrine or taking the Tribute. I'm not sure. Let's go into play mode. We'll do, I want to change his announcer. Do I have the Stitches announcer? I thought I did. Yep, Stitches announcer for Stitches. Let's get into it. I like that skin as well. I'm down with Friday the 13th stuff. Actually, what's really funny, if you have the Stitches bikini skin, I don't know why Stitches would be wearing a bikini, but trust me, you won't be disappointed. Alright, so we get a Thrall, we get a Chromie, we get a Raynor, and a Sylvanas. So I'm the beefiest. Thrall can take a little bit of punishment too. He's got some sustain. Let's see if this match goes through before I start commenting. Because it looks like our matchmaking may be broken here and somebody disconnected. Yep, that's the case. Okay, well that's a thing. Let's try it again, shall we? Round 2. Alright, nice quick cue. Let's try this again. So we got a Raynor, an Oriole, a Zeratul, and another Sylvanas. Alright, that's a different situation. So we do have a healer. I'm not sure how well we have in terms of anybody who can charge up her hope. But it's something. They also have an Oriole. They have a Tyrande. I like their comp better than ours. Greymane and Alaric. So, I mean, I'm going to try and get some hooks. Ariel would be a good hook, although she can knock people away. Zeratul can do some work. Greymane, I mean, if I can hook in Alarak, I got to be careful that he doesn't immediately just Discord strike everybody, especially myself. That could be a trouble. I'm gonna go a damage-ish build here. Honestly, I'm not overly concerned about the damage. They can chunk it out. Tyrande can definitely do some work with Alarak if he gets stacked up. But I'm more worried. I'm just gonna try and whittle people away and overwhelm Oriole. Is kind of where my thought process is. I mean, I'm not really worried about Greymane diving in me. Artanis pulling me could be a problem. You know, if we do combo with Raynor, he can do some stuff. Their Tyrande is pretty high in level. I'm the highest on our team. Everyone else, I mean, maybe they're not. Maybe they're going to overextend. This is a 4-man group here, which is interesting as well. Well, we've got a 3 stack in our side. That's an interesting combination. Zeratul, Raynor, Sylvanas going into the queue. Yeah, we'll see how this plays out. 2-lane map, so it could be interesting. We're gonna have some fun fights over the points. I think that's where it's gonna be. It's gonna be interesting. We'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes. I mean, if Alarak dives into me, I can at least hit him with Devour and hit him with the Slam. Somebody's internet is broken. It looks like it's our Raynor, so that's not so great. He probably disconnected, so we might wait a second before we hop in here. I was going to say, Raynor might be able to supply some damage to Oriole. If he's going to be at range, he'll just be kind of pinging things. I don't know how Stitches combos with Oriole if I go damage. I don't know how much hope that she generates from my Vile Gas just kind of ticking away and everything. But we might find out. We might find out. All right, here we go. This is starting to come up. I saw it move. That being said, I'm not sure who's going to charge all their hope on their end. Greymane possibly, maybe Tyrande. Ariel, I mean, Alarak could probably do it in a pinch if he hits everyone with the Discord strike. Yep, Super Pants, that was our Raynor, right? Yes, it was. Go bottom. I'm gonna go bottom. Alright, our Raynor is back. I have a sinking feeling the three-man group on their side are just kind of stay to themselves. So maybe I can play with Zeratul. I don't know.
Done waiting. We start in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, I guess everyone's gonna go bottom. Okay. I mean, that's cool as well. Sylvanas is gonna go top. We'll see how that works. I'm not the hugest fan of Sylvanas in the solo lane. She's great when she can push. I think she needs some support, but I mean, when you're with this team, I don't know what the options are. All right, so I get. There's the hook. Now, unfortunately, there's the problem with that. Who do we have that's going to follow up on that? We don't have anybody here. Raynor went top. Raynor did go top as well. I'm just going to try and get some stuff in here. Alright, not the guy I wanted to hook. That's the thing, I was aiming for Tyrande, I ended up hooking Arcanus. That's the opposite of what I was looking for. That's a good stun, at least. I have to watch out for that. And there we go. You see where it goes downhill fast, and I just avoided that pull. Had I got Phase Prism there, I probably would have gotten killed. There you go, and just there's not much going on. There's really not much that we can do. Zeratul had no health, or no mana, so he couldn't really even follow up as much as he needed to. I hope they're doing better than we are. It looks like they are. So that's nice. That's fine. We're just going to do a little bit of damage there.
Oh dear. The beacons are energizing. You have to control them.
That's a minion. Didn't want that. Now Stitches does have a little bit of mana problems in the early game, especially if you're spamming slam everywhere. As you can see, my mana's kind of low.
Beacons have activated.
Zeratul is going to get himself picked. Nope, he does pour out. Oh, I ate that stun. That was not great. There's the heal. Like, I can't... that's the thing. I can't do anything there. We're going to try and pick somebody. Oh, I got hooked instead. That was potentially really good for them. I'm going to Hearth. I have no mana. It's the health I'm not too worried about. The mana is a problem, though. Their Ariel went up top. I guess she was still up top the whole time, now that I think about it. There we go. Just hit them all with the slam. Gonna come over here. Now, I know I'm gonna get company, but... where does our Zeratul? Oh, Zeratul had bailed out. Oh, that's going to be bad. Yep. There really wasn't much I can do there, unfortunately. Hello, friend. Not the one I was looking for, but that was just a blind hook. There's some health. Let's come over here. We'll get this top point. Or we'll get this bottom point. We lost top point. So, interesting trade. Here's some damage to you. Alright. That's a few seconds of charge. We're going to try and heal off you. And we do. But we do have to back off. They're going to get... looks like they're taking top back. I'm going to get killed over here if I stick around. That was a poor hook. Like, I'm just... yep. There's the thing. Like, we were doing okay, but we don't have any energy like, in this combination, we don't have any energy generators for Ariel. Like, it's not very good for us. I didn't see what happened on top, but I assume that we just lost it. You know, it's the unfortunate. Yeah, that's I'm gonna be the damage dealer on this team at this point, and it's not so good. This is also why the reason I went damage. I just want to be able to like just paint this entire area with gas and try to pick them off. I'm gonna use that on you. I would love to hook somebody here, but I've got Zerg in the way.
Zerg eliminated.
Field researchers, so exciting, they said. Oh, I'll show them
Yeah.
some excitement.
Now this is here we go. We got a problem here. I might have to mute the pings. We've got everyone is up top. They've got free reign on the bottom, not only to attack the fort, but to soak experience, and we're down experience, and that's the problem. Now I can't hook anybody through the gate, but I can hook them now. That's going to be a minion. Damn it! Here's some extra damage. I probably should have saved that cooldown and let Sylvanas just kill them all. Can we take a camp? I mean, I don't know what we're waiting for. Are you going to push? They're all up top. Again, now they're all up top. Oop, just missed that. Our team is getting picked off up there. I mean, that's going to damage her, but it's not. I mean, unless we do damage to them, she's going to heal. She can heal herself right through it. Yeah, this is a lost cause. I think this game is. We're going to try though. I don't give up. She's going to go top. I mean, like.
Looks like the beacons are reacting.
And I'm gonna try and like I have no peel. Like I have no peel for her. Just missed that. There's nothing I can do. And this is why I don't think Stitches is great as a main tank. He's got no peel. I mean, the best I could have done is body block, and I couldn't even do a lot of that. Also, that was really stupid of me. There was no reason for me to do that. That was just dumb. That was asinine. Don't do that. Reason I knew 3 people were there. I knew they had 10. Walking into that was just asking for trouble. I knew I was going to get CC'd. I was commenting and not thinking what I was doing. So that's totally my fault. This is not a team that has a lot of damage. Zeratul was at least targeting the right person and then ate that Counter-Strike. Yep, there you go. See, there's no follow-up, and it's not like I'm not blaming my team for not having follow-up. We just don't have it. That was a nice try, RL. I appreciate it. This game might be over right here, as a matter of fact.
This can't be happening. The Zerg are bearing down on us. Oh, I'm too smart to die.
Yeah, this is a really crappy matchmaking. Here we go. Ariel's dead. She got picked. Nope, she does manage to sneak away. Almost got killed. She stuck around just a second too long. She might get still killed. Stays alive. Okay, let's come in here. I mean, this is not so great. Alright, I mean, I don't even know what to do at this point. Gorge. Putrid Bile, does it make a difference? We're gonna take Putrid Bile. I don't think there's anything to gorge. We don't have anyone to follow up on, so Putrid Bile is what we're gonna go. We lost the fort. We lost the bottom fort. Zeratul's dead. There's a good chance we're gonna lose this keep. We're down 2 levels.
Have my gratitude.
I would love to take this camp and then go fight them because Sylvanas, they just raged. They just raged. These guys just raged. There we go. We got a pick. We got a pick. That's where you can hook people. That's where hook is good. There, we got 2 picks.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Where did our... Oh, there he is. That's my fault. I'm too busy looking at my team. I'm not using Devour. Our Oriole picked Resurrect and not Aegis. See, yep. Okay. So do we... 2 bots? There's 1 bot. There's 2 bots.
Stitches back for more. I hear and obey.
Zeratul dead. Yep. I mean, I hit it, but what else can you do? Like, I can't go in and engage there. That is a 4-on-3. Here, have fun. Get slowed is the best that I'm able to do. Whoops, I'm gonna get killed. Nope. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's come over here. We're gonna tap this well.
The beacons are active once again.
Who can we get? Who do we get? We got a minion. That's no good. This is just asking for trouble. We're 3 levels down. Like, didn't even hook anybody there. That's unfortunate. We're gonna try and stop this at the very least. Okay, so we get some zone out. Oriole is sticking around way too long. That's not who I was looking for. And I have no CC. Like, there's just nothing you can do. Also, we have 2 bots still, so that really isn't so great. Our bots are fun. I don't know what that bot is doing. Well, that's a nice try, Rainer. I appreciate the effort.
Stitches back for more.
We're gonna lose. Ugh. I started to use that. I guess the cooldown didn't work. Oh my god, dude. Oh, that's not gonna end well. Well, I appreciate the attempt at the res. You're all gonna get... Can I live? Do I live? I'm gonna live. I'm not gonna live very long. Nah, I'll get away. Just barely. Our bot's dead. Yep, good job, bot. This is probably game. That's not a good hook at all. This is the worst. Man, I thought the last game was bad. This is way worse. This is just way worse. That camp, yeah, they're gonna get that. We really can't do anything. Like, nah. Where's the Zerg gonna come from? Zerg's gonna come from the top. Yeah, probably game. Probably game.
The Zerg headed our way are much more numerous than the other batch.
He backed up.
Trapped in here. Save me!
We're 4 levels down. Just look at this for a second. All of you get slowed just a little bit, maybe, please. Oh, what killed him? How is he over there?
I know you're busy, but
That's great.
prioritize handling
That is more amazing than I think I know what amazing is. Probably gonna get killed. Nope, there's a heal. Telekinesis, Discord Strike dead. That's game. Go bot Sylvanas, you can do it. Well, there you go. A moral victory. We get Tyrande at the end. Yeah, so I thought I thought the game before was the worst game, and this was easily, as I knocked the mic, sorry, this was easily the worst game that I think I've played in this series. And I may just fucking delete it. Ugh. None of them deserve that. I really don't think that was good. So what went wrong there, other than everything? Let's talk about why that was crap, because it was. And why Stitches is not often a good pick for a tank, and he needs the right team behind him. So, first off, for starters, let's look at the stats. Look at the stats. I've got the most hero damage almost by a wide amount. Sylvanas at the end kind of picked back up because I got killed a bunch. But I mean, just for a second here, Oriole has more hero damage than Raynor, has more hero damage than Zeratul. You know, that's kind of how that game went. What are we gonna do here? We didn't really. Okay, so we got no CC. They have more CC than we do. He can pull. That was he can pull. He can telekinesis. She's got the stun. That's also sort of double support going on. Oriole can whip, and I've got the hook, and that's it. Outside of the hook, I'm done. And even then, and you saw this the few times that I did land the hooks, we had no who's going to follow up. Oriole's not going to get enough damage. Zeratul wasn't getting enough damage. Like, we didn't have the follow up at all. I couldn't peel for the team. Like, I knew they were being attacked. The best that I can do is throw a slam down and maybe try and body block them. I mean, most of the time I had nothing to do there. I think I used hook too much. I was just kind of at that point. Artanis is against a team like this is going to be very beefy, and it's going to allow these guys to kind of sneak in and do the work. There really wasn't much that we could do. Like, we just didn't have the follow. What you need is a team that if Stitches gets a hook, they're going to be able to follow up on that hook. Even they weren't the best hooks in the world either, but there wasn't anything that we were going to be able to do. Not that we were very good at all. Also, it didn't help that two of these guys dropped out midway through the match. I don't know if they raged or they disconnected. They were in a party together. Yeah, they were in a party together, and they left. So I'm pretty sure they both raged halfway through. So I'm not too happy about that. But that's the idea behind Stitches. So I would have done the most hero damage all over the course of the game. What you saw there with Stitches is he's got no mobility. And we didn't have, and here's the thing, for our support, we needed a better support. Not that Oriole's not a good support, but not a good support in this composition. I'm not going to be a hope generator for Oriole. And I had the most damage, basically. Sylvanas, maybe, if she was picking off minions and mercenaries, but she wasn't there. You could see their Oriole, they had plenty of people who were just racking up healing for her. Like, most of the time her problem was she was alive and she had no hope to heal anybody. And that's another reason. Like, you need a different support with Stitches. You want to combo Stitches, like I said, with an Uther. Would have been great. Lots of armor, lots of heals, gets the stun. Malfurion would have been fantastic. Lots of heals. You get the root. If somebody gets rooted, then I can hook the rooted target, and I got a free target to root. Those are the kind of people that you want to pair Stitches with. If you're going to pair him with Oriole, that's fine, but you need somebody who's then going to generate lots of energy for her. Gul'dan would have been great. Didn't have that. Gul'dan would have been great on this map anyway, but, not so good. That's all about the power of the hook there. I mean, when we finally got the first kill, 20 minutes into the game, because I grabbed the hook and I got them into the tower shots, and then suddenly they were slowed down and we managed to pick them off. That's what it was. Not a good game. Not a good game. Clearly. But you can see why. Stitches, I think, is really fun to play, but you need to have the right team about him. Why he's not like a top-of-the-line first pick tank. If you do it, build Stitches into something that's going to be. Stitches would have been great if I had Alarak. It would have been fantastic. I hook somebody into range. Alarak can then pull them in and Discord strike them and then hit them with the lightning. Hit them with the lightning blast. Greymane even would have been great, because I can pull them in and then Greymane can dive on them. I mean, there are people here that pair better with Stitches than what we got. I mean, this is just a matter of A, matchmaking being shit, the team being bad, and then we lost 2 people straight through. So it's just, that's, you know, them's the breaks, as they say in Quickmatch. Let's take a look at the builds and see what went wrong other than everything. What we did. Stitches, I went damage. I knew we were going to need damage. We didn't have enough damage, so I went damage. Damage. Heavy Slam. Increase the damage by 50%. Level 4, Putrid Ground. Enemies hit by Slam are infected with Vile Gas. I also knew that would have done some extra damage to the Zerg when they come through. You can, like, paint all the Zerg with your Slam and hit them all with your Vile Gas and take them down a little bit more quickly. Toxic Gas at level 3 increases the radius and the damage. There's that word again, by 50%. That's just all going to combo in together. I went Putrid Bile because I didn't know what else to take. I like Gorge. Gorge has its uses. This wasn't a team that we were going to use Gorge with. I think I would have, even if I gorged somebody, like I was going to hook them, and I was going to gorge them, and then what? Then what was I going to do? I walk backwards a little bit, and the enemy just follows me, and then I die. You know, like, the Gorge was going to be useless. I got a little value out of Putrid Bile, so that was a better call. You know, same thing. That's the reason why I wasn't getting hook kills. Like, Gorge was, I wasn't going to be able to do anything with it, so Putrid Bile is the way to go. 13, Mega Smash, range and arc of Slam are increased by 25%. Yeah, sure, just more of the same. Had we gotten to 16, Pulverize probably decreases Slam's cooldown, and it also slows enemies. We didn't have a whole lot of CC, so the slow would have been nice. And then at 20, I don't think we would have got there. Had we gotten to 20, Storm Shield? Hardened Shield? Storm Shield? Shield. The Shield. Whatever the Shield was. That's probably the way to go. So yeah, that's Stitches. I'm a sad con man right now. If you're watching, I'm sad. Cheer me up by hitting the like button or the subscribe button or the comment and cheer me up through that, and I will feel better. Anyhow, that's Stitches in a nutshell. Hope you learned something. Let me know what you think for real. Appreciate it if you stuck around this far. Thanks for watching. Take care.